seconds. The rest of it is yours. I just need to close.
Right.
That's all. Nice. Well played by you. I just... We'll also most likely go back to back.
Okay.
Because you're okay with that? It's not going to be too intense for you, is it? Okay. Because I just feel, I need to give you a break. Welcome back to Yogaxpress. It's all about moving the body to still the mind. Before I move on to reintroduce our guest teacher today, I'd like to thank our crew, Alexis, Akram, and Miguel. Thank you so much. And thanks also to Corey, who has helped set up the lights and basically set up the sound and the lights and everything else that makes this program move smoothly. So thank you so much, team. I would like to reintroduce our guest today, Pilin Anice. Pilin, you have been off my radar for what? How many years has it been?
Have I been here? Oh,
Since
I've
you've
been
been
coming
on the
here
show.
since I want to say 2013.
Wow.
Right? Yeah,
You
at least 5
have,
years.
you have been in our program. You had been in several episodes before. And I know you're not just a yoga teacher, you're also a holistic practitioner. So you used to give us these amazing recipes, this wonderful kale. What was that?
Yes,
Kale
it's like a
juice,
green
juice,
juice.
as
Yeah.
your daughter calls
Yeah.
it. And you said your daughter is now
10.
practices yoga. She's 10.
She's 10 years old.
We need to have her back on the show. So
Yeah.
tell us, what else have you been up to? I know you also do a lot of commercials too.
I do a lot of commercials, and I teach not just Vinyasa yoga, but also Afro Flow yoga at the Ailey Extension, which was
Right.
recently just covered in the New York Times. So a lot
Wow.
of wonderful things happening. I'm just really excited to continue to share what I love and to continue to help others
Are
get
you
back
in
to
a
wellness.
You're going to be going for some conference soon? You were talking
Yes,
about
so
next-
yes, this week I'll be at the Yoga Journal Conference assisting at an Ayurveda, kind of an Ayurveda day of ritual, self-care ritual day.
Wow.
Should be really nice. Just learning some of those ancient practices to help find wellness.
When you talk, actually, this is great that you touched on Ayurveda, because I'd like you to tell our viewers, when you talk about Ayurveda, how do you connect Ayurveda with what people understand yoga to be? We
Right.
think of yoga and we think of just the posture practice.
Right,
So
right.
can you help us
So
understand?
if you could think of Ayurveda sort of as the system that goes along with yoga, right?
Right.
I always say when yoga came to the West, Ayurveda, they're sister sciences. Ayurveda was left behind, and we
Right.
just got the yoga. But so now Ayurveda is making its way back, and we're starting to integrate so that we can get the fullness and the wholeness, or the holistic picture of what yoga is. So not just the asana, not just that practice, but also the pranayama, the self-care rituals and
Right.
practices, and just being in tune with nature, and how to actually navigate yourself in your own body and in the space of the world, or wherever it is that you are.
I love
And
that.
understanding your own body type and your constitution, right? It's also very
I'm
fundamental.
amazed. You express that so beautifully. You just compacted the whole study of Ayurveda and you combine everything with yoga. I love it. Thank you so much for making it
Thank
sound so
you.
simple.
Yeah.
But
It sounds simple, right?
right, I was going to say, for viewers out there, Ayurveda is an very old medical practice that originated in India many thousands of years ago. It actually came I think round about the same time as yoga, but I
Yes.
think the medical practice was already there
Yeah.
when people started focusing on the physical
physical.
movement.
Right.
And I guess they needed all the, if someone made a mistake in the physical movement, tore a muscle or something, they needed the
They needed
doctors,
the
right?
doctor, right?
So- but I love that you touched on that because I have a feeling that you're going to help me get in and out of some postures that are tuned to the season.
Yeah, so we're going to be moving into the Vata season. We're
Okay.
kind of transitioning in there to the Vata season now.
Right.
So we're going to just work on some practices to kind of ground and sort of pacify any imbalances that can arise from the cold weather, from the wind,
Right.
From the dryness of the season and any stiffness in the body. So you're just trying to get the synovial fluid moving
Right.
and allow you to just find space and openness and most importantly, grounding.
I need that
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm all set.
All right, you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to come to that nice, comfortable seated position. Just take a moment to really ground down through the sit bones, and we're going to allow the palms to just face down on the knees and just gently roll the shoulders back a few times. Good. Just take it a few more times, and then one more time, we'll gently inhale, the shoulders lift up to the ears, let them tighten up, hold it there, and then exhale, let them soften. Very nice. And just gently from here, we'll allow the head to just circle around. So just letting the ear come over to the shoulder, head goes back, the other ear to the shoulder, and then exhaling as the hip comes down through center. And just allow yourself to feel the space. And gently reversing. Get the other way. And just notice the length of the spine here. For those of you at home, you want to make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Right, so there's length through the spine.
I think I'll feel a little taller if I sit up on my heel.
Yeah, you're always welcome to shift your seated position, right? And if this doesn't come for you, another option is to extend the legs long, right? The important thing is to find that long spine. Beautiful. And then we'll gently pause here. Find the length in the spine. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Let's interlace the fingers and gently flip the palms up to the sky. Just feel that lift up out of the hip points. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Take a breath in here. Press up, lengthen. And as you exhale, we're going to round the spine. Chin comes to the chest. Press the palms forward towards the top of the mat. Really look at your navel here. So scoop out the belly. Then inhale, extend, and lift back up. Nice. So connecting the breath and the movement here. Exhale, we'll take it back, rounding the spine. Good. Nice, Bono. Again, inhale, find the length, reach it up, grow tall. Good. And exhale. Good. Allowing the breath to begin to warm the body. Inhale, lift. Nice. Exhale, press it forward. We'll do that one more time. Good. Inhale, stretch it up. And then exhale, we'll gently take it forward again, chin to the chest. And we're going to pause here, just gently pressing the arms forward. Try to get the arms parallel to your mat. And just breathe right into the back body here. So take a big breath in. Feel that space right in between the shoulder blades. Feel the lungs expand, the rib cage expand. Then exhale. This time we'll gently lift. Good. And then slowly just release, palms down. Beautiful. Nice. Nice little
Ooh, that
warm-up.
feels
That feels
good
good,
already,
right?
yeah.
Already. So we'll gently make our way into hands and knees. So here you want your wrists to be in line with your shoulders, hips in line with knees, and we'll just take it a start here by beginning to move the hips around. So I'm already cracking. I hear things moving around. That's the Vata breaking loose, right? So we'll just begin to circle around. It doesn't matter what this looks like. It's all about how it feels. So you can close your eyes here, just tuning into your body. Circles may be really fast today, or maybe they're slow and steady. Right? Just check in with your energy. No right or wrong way to do this. And allowing yourself to reverse if you haven't already. Nice. And we'll gently find stillness right back in center. Take a moment to lift up through your belly again, making sure that the weight is evenly distributed through those palms and through the fingers. And we're going to lift that right leg up behind you. Try to get the right thigh parallel to the mat and just begin to circle the knee around. So imagine you're painting a circle. Good. That's it. So just circle around. Beautiful. Nice, Bano. So here, again, we're starting to move the synovial fluid in the joints, right? That hip.
Right.
So just circling the other way. Because as the weather gets cold, we get stiff.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I hear.
So we want to start to just create some movement, warming things up. Beautiful. Nice. And then we're going to gently just send the foot forward. So plant the foot. Going to send it forward as best you can, making sure that the knee is in line with the ankle. And we're just going to find a little stretch here. So shift the hips forward so that you get into Anjaneyasana, that crescent lunge, lengthening the back leg behind. And just find your breath. Maybe loop the shoulders back if that feels good. You're welcome to keep the hands down. If you have blocks at home, it's always nice to have that extra support. Right? Or like Banu, you can lift up. Good. Continuously breathing. Right? We'll stay here for 3 more. Right? And just notice where you feel the sensation.
I feel it right there. Does that mean that's where I need to work on?
Yes, that's the psoas, right?
Yeah.
But connect into that. Just breathe deep. And it's nice in this season just to keep some connection of the hands to the body, right? For warmth, right? So keeping a closed chain posture, or you can bring the hands to the hips. It's another option. Hands could come to the heart. We'll take 1 more. Nice. Deep inhale. And then we'll let the exhale send us forward. We'll bring the arm on the inside of that right leg and gently just send it back behind you. And we'll just pass through a gentle child's pose before we go into the other side. Just take a moment to restore. Forehead gently relaxes. So this is a gentle flow that we're going through right now. So a lot of times with yoga practice, everything can be so fiery and move, move, move. But it's so important that we reconnect to our breath, that we ground down and allow our practice to really serve us and create balance in the body, especially when we're all so busy. Right? Nice. Let's gently come back forward. To knees. And we'll go in with the other side. So lift up through your navel, plant through those palms, and we'll lift the left thigh up. Let the leg become parallel to the mat and just begin to circle. Try to keep the left hip point down here. And again, notice what this feels like. If there's tightness, again, if there's any cracking, it's all good. Nice. Gently reverse. We'll go the other way. Good, Banu. Just painting those circles in the sky with the knee. Good. And then from here, we'll gently begin to send that foot forward once again. This time planting through the left. Always checking your alignment here. You want the left knee to be in line with the left ankle. Gently sending that right leg back behind you, so again, so that you connect into the psoas. Now find your pose. Right? And again, maybe you stay low today. That's totally fine. Wherever you are, we're going to focus in on the breath. Good. Continuously lifting up out of the hip points, relaxing through the shoulders. And it's really nice in these poses to really connect to where you're feeling the sensation. Right?
I'm just thinking I should cut down on watching TV because I think I need this part stretching when I'm sitting in front of the TV.
Or maybe you can do your stretches while you watch the TV.
Good idea. I might have to do that.
Yeah, don't cut out your show, Banu. Yeah.
That's right. I don't want people to stop. Stop watching us.
Maybe put on Yogaxpress. Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
2 more, Banu. Nice. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, we'll gently release out of the pose. Plant the palms, and we'll gently just send that left leg back behind. Beautiful. Once again, we'll take those circles. Good. And gently reverse. And then gently moving into a trunk extension here. So again, we're still working on all 4s. Now, if your knees are becoming tender at home, you can always use a cushion or a blanket that you could fold up to place underneath for comfort. And we'll gently extend the right leg back behind you. Good. Now take a moment here. Make sure the right hip point is dropping down towards the mat and the right leg is long. Now breathe into the hamstring. In winter, the vata, which is the vata season again, lives in the back of the legs, right? So we want to really connect in and stretch them out. It's the season where the hamstrings can become tight, which creates problems in our low back. So we're always seeking to create balance, right? So really allowing the practice, your yoga practice, to benefit you in that way. So everything that we do is intentional, right? It's not just doing a cute yoga pose
Right.
for yoga's sake, right? It all has a purpose. It's medicine.
I love the way you said Vata lives in the back of the legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Nice. Take a breath in here. Now as we exhale, we're going to round the spine. Knees going to come towards the nose. So just like we did in that warm up, we're going to bring everything, tuck it underneath the body. Good. Then inhale, lengthen back out. Nice. Exhale, round. Scoop the belly in and up. Knee comes to the nose. Think about rounding through your spine. Inhale, reach it long. Beautiful, Bando. Moving with the breath. Exhale, reach nose. Let's take 2 more. Breathe deep. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee to the nose. One more time. Inhale, reach it back. Nice. And this time we'll exhale, knee's going to come to the nose. We're going to lift it up so high that we plant the foot down once again. We're going to move into a lizard stretch here. So really lengthen the left leg back, and the right arm's going to come on the inside of the right leg this time. And we'll maybe come down to your forearm. So you have to check in with your body. So some of us may be more comfortable wiggling the pinky toe edge of the foot over towards the side of the mat. You may be comfortable staying right here. Or you can come down like Banu is on her forearms to get a deeper stretch. So you have to find the variation that works for you. Continuously breathing, following the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Now this is one of those poses that may not be comfortable for some of us, right? Especially if we spend a lot of time sitting down in one spot. A lot of us are at a desk all day, depending on your occupation. So this is a great pose to sort of create some opening, to relieve the tension or tightness, energy that can literally become lodged in your hips. And it won't be comfortable, right? So the breath is key. Isn't that right, Banu?
Absolutely.
You have to find it and stay with it, because the attention will start to wander and
Yep.
you can go down a rabbit hole. But that's the practice, right? That's the beauty of the yoga practice. It teaches us so much about ourselves. Nice. Let's take one more. And you can slowly begin to push yourself up. Good. You can wiggle the toes back into the midline if you're taking them out. Just take a moment, shift the hips back, and we're going to come into a hamstring stretch, curling the toes up towards the face. Relax the shoulders down. So again, connecting to that hamstring, the right side. Nice. So here, think about lengthening the heart forward towards the toes. Beautiful. Nice long line of energy from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Take one more breath in. Good. And then exhale, let's gently come back. Very nice. Arm back on the inside. We'll send it back down. How are you feeling?
And it's surprising. It looks so simple.
It's so
but
simple.
It's a very deep workout.
It's very deep work, right? People think you're just sitting on your mat,
Right.
you're not doing anything. But this is good. We're going to take the left leg back. Let's get right into the other side. So left leg is long. Flex the toes down towards the mat. Drop the left hip point. Nice. Beautiful. Pull in through your center.
I really need to work the core.
And this is the core, right?
Right.
Right? This is the core
I
just as
need
much
practice.
as that leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to really pull in. So think navel in towards the spine. Think floating ribs sort of pulling in as well. Because when we're in these all fours positions, to keep the weight from being dumped into the joints, into the
Right.
wrists and the knees, you have to use your core. Yeah.
Okay.
Take a breath in. Then exhale, knee to the nose. Go round. Good. Beautiful breathing, Bano. Inhale, lengthen out, find the space, stretch the leg. Exhale and round, pull in. Yeah, so actually compressing the intestine, which is also where Vata lives. As we round, again, pull it in. Again, reach it long, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna round it up and hold. Good, and then gently plant the foot forward. Good, and we'll move into that lizard. Lengthen back leg. Arm comes on the inside. take stock in your body at home. Stay either right here or maybe you want to go a little deeper. Check in.
It's funny how one side felt better. The side feels tougher.
Yes. It's so interesting how that happens, right? We all have the side that's tighter.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it's great. The yoga practice allows you to just observe. Not judge it, just observe it. Good. Nice. So just soften those shoulders, soften the face. Yeah. So this is a great place to do a little mental scan of the body and notice if you're holding tension someplace, right? I saw Bino just soften her shoulder. She probably just became aware that she was holding up there, yeah.
I needed the reminder, though.
Yeah. So just check in at home, right? Since we can't see you, but you can feel. Nice. 2 more right here. Big breath in. And remember, you don't have to come down to the forearms. You can stay up. So find the variation that works in your body today. And 1 more. Breath in. Good. And we'll slowly begin to push yourself up. Good. Wiggle the toes back into the midline. Good. Square off the hips here and then gently shift it back. Curl the toes up, lengthen the leg. Really reach the heart forward. Good. Here, think about plugging that left hip bone back and the right hip bone forward. Belly's pulling in. And almost feel as if you're going to drag that left heel back towards the body, right? That's how you really get into it.
I can really feel that, yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you bring your awareness, make these subtle shifts of your awareness, it gets really intense.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, I never realized such a small thing can make such a big difference.
And this pose, again, it seems like you said, it's just so easy, but it's one of those stretches that are really going to allow the body to open up to make, in preparation for more challenging asanas.
Right.
Because we need our hamstrings.
Is this also called the runner stretch? Is that the same one?
It's so funny. I called it the runner stretch, but someone told me, maybe I was teaching I also teach dance. They said, why are you calling it the runner stretch? It's just a hamstring stretch.
Right.
And I said, it's in yoga we call it the runner stretch. We call it in
some of the yoga classes, yeah.
Right?
I think it's because runners probably have to stretch the hamstrings. But yeah, you're right.
It was just really funny because she's like, no one knows what you're talking about when you say that. Come back for it. But you do, Banu, right?
I've heard it, yeah.
And we'll take the leg back. Beautiful. And just take a moment, separate those knee, thighs and let your chest melt again in between. And just relax down in that child's pose. So again, just recovering the breath. And just notice the effects of that gentle stretch, those stretches, which might have been intense for you, right?
Oh, it was.
So allowing the body to just recover from that. Nice. 1 more. Big breath in. And then slowly we'll lift up, walk the hands towards the knees. I'll shift the weight over to one side and we'll allow the legs to lengthen forward. Good. Just take a moment to rub the palms together, creating a little bit of heat. And we'll just gently slide down the legs, giving yourself a little bit of energy in the leg.
Oh, yeah. And I feel I've deserved it.
You deserve it, right? You gotta give a little self-care, a little love, before coming into Jana Shirsasana. So we'll pull the right leg in. Sole of the foot's gonna come on the inside of the left thigh. I'm gonna allow the knee to just drop down. And just here, make sure that the sit bones are grounded, so that you really stay up nice and tall. And just take a little rotation over towards the left leg. Flex the left toes, and we'll breathe the arms up. And then exhale, gently come forward. Take your time. You'll find that edge, right? So some of us may be really close to our legs. Some of us may be higher. Another prop that you could use in this pose is a strap here at the ball of the foot and the pulling for a gentler version.
That would be a great episode. Maybe you should help us, show us how to use props. That would be great.
You know, it's funny because sometimes in studios, when the people don't want to use the props because they feel like, I don't know.
Right.
It's almost an ego thing, right? It's like, I don't need to use a strap. But it's like, you don't need to use them, but they're there to support you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that approach because I also trained in a traditional school where they say your body is your own prop.
Yes.
But if I need to start somewhere,
Right.
I think using a prop is helpful.
And then sometimes for an advanced practitioner, if
Right.
it can allow you to go deeper, because using a block here, I could put a block here, and that would allow me to have like even deeper stretch here
True.
that I wouldn't get if I was just holding the foot. So there's so many things that you can do. One more. Nice. And then gently slide the hands up the leg. Release. Good. And we'll just come up and lengthen that leg out. Good. No bounce. Other side. We'll pull the left knee in. Sole of the foot on the inside of the thigh. Let the knee gently drop down and find the sit bones. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Nice. Gently rotating the navel towards that extended leg. Breathe the arms up on your inhale. Exhale. Gently take it forward. And just breathe. Now again, relax the shoulders. Nice. Allowing your breath to really take you into the pose, going deeper with the exhale. Continuously pressing that heel forward, toes curling back. Think about reaching through the spine. 2 more. And then slowly inhale, slide the hands up the leg. Lift it up. Good. Gently close, extend. And this time we're going to take fists. So closing the pinkies in, wrap the thumbs over, and we'll just tap our hips.
Oh, I like that. It's like the EFT.
And just take it down the leg. And come up the inside of the leg. Very nice. Good. And just breathe it in. Take a big breath. And exhale. We're just going to take a little twist over to the right. Good. And keep flexing the feet. Lift up tall. And inhale. Come back through center. Exhale, twist left. Gently gazing over the opposite shoulder. And we'll inhale, come back. Stretch. Exhale, bring it down through the heart. Good.
If someone had to ask me what was my favorite part about today's episode, I love that tapping too.
Yeah.
No, but it was a great workout. It felt really good. Very seemingly gentle stretches, but they're pretty intense. Felt really good. I needed that.
Nice.
Been watching too much TV. Other than Yogaxpress, cut down your TV watching time.
Or take your mat and place it in front.
In front of. Yeah, actually, that's true. That's true. Actually, I'm most likely going to have you close it. But before I do that, I'd like to thank my crew. Akram, Miguel, Alexis, really appreciate you guys being there with us here today. And thanks also to Corey, our facilitator. On behalf of all of us, we'd like to thank Pilin Anice. Pilin has an amazing website. She's also a nutrition consultant, so check her out, pilinanice.com. And it's right there. It would have come up in the closing credits, PILINANICE.com. So check her out. Stay in touch with Pilin because you're going to see more of her in future coming weeks. So you're going to see Pilin in several episodes, hopefully from now. We're going to do Vata specific, dosha specific postures. I love that. Were you? Did you have any tips or any guidelines for my crew, for my viewers? Anything that they have to be? Maybe we can even start the next episode with that as well. We have the closing title, but yeah,
this one's done. Oh, okay. Also for the next one.
For the next one.
What do you say?